Hey, I like that.
All right, so make some noise again, y'all, for Isaidit the poet.
Yeah. Hey, give it up for Street Science Radio all day long. Hip Hop for Flint, we got your back. We hold it down for y'all here in Bloomington. Again, my name is Isaidit the Poet. You can find me at www.isaiditthepoet.com. If you want to contact me, you can email me anytime. I welcome all people to contact me. You know, I'm just that type of dude. At isaidit.mc@gmail.com. I'm gonna get right into this poem, man. And again, this is for everybody. Shout out to Hip Hop for Flint. So many pairs of hands in the air look like we holding up the sky, as if the sky's falling. But no, it's not that the sky's falling. We as a culture's falling, dropping like flies, no metaphor intended. Police in the street shooting us down intentionally. No mystery. Because you see, the darker your skin, the more likely you too can become a target. It's that simple. Because the system got to eat. And man, they starving. They starving for our melanin. Just like a simple bottle of water to those in Flint. Because you see, the black man, original man, founders of civilization, you see, we create the power in every nation. So when they kill us, it creates dehydration and documentation amongst the next generation. Energy, 11 elements induced from the earth, is electric the way they crucify us through our own music. But you see, we the ones who let them do it. But I'm looking around like, where they do that at? Man, only in America. Only in America. In my Don King voice.
Peace, peace, and blessings. I want to definitely welcome you all back. And for another great episode, this is Isaidit Management and Landmark International Broadcasting Network. And you know, we're here to present another great episode of Words of Silk Poetry TV Show Season 2. And you know, I'm here, your host, celebrity interviewer, Isaidit. And once I get this picture off the screen, I'll be able to hold up my finger for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You already know, and here I'm back, your host, celebrity interviewer, Isaidit. And man, I have another great entertainer, poet, spoken word extraordinaire in the building as well. She's a national spoken word artist, recruiter, co-founder, and host of Regal Rhythms, Poetry LLC, and she representing Cincinnati, Ohio tonight. And I'd like to welcome to the stage MoPoetry, Phillips, Peace Queen, and salute to everything you've been doing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Peace and blessings. I said it, and thank you for having me. Love Chicago. I love just everything. We've had a lot of performers come to Regal Rhythms from Chicago. So definitely shouts out to them, and I'm just excited about being here.
Absolutely. Yes. I'm definitely excited to have you. You know what I mean? I'm glad you was able to make it, and thank you for making the time in your busy schedule. You know what I mean? I know you be really doing a lot of poetry. You know, you have your own spoken word open mic that you do, and you're an author as well, which I did not mention, where you have written your own autobiography, which is really great. And I really love the name of it too. And but the first thing I want to ask you, first, I want to say you look very nice today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely. And first, how was your day, if I may ask?
Oh, it was lovely. Just getting back from ATL. Had enough time to get a little sleep before the interview. So I'm excited that it had been one of my dreams to perform at Apache. I have performed several places, but never there until last night. So packed house, and it was awesome.
Okay. Yes. It has something to do with this urban Apache community?
No, this urban Appalachian community. No, the Apache is actually a venue in Atlanta, but the Urban Appalachian Coalition, that's a little different. That's a group that I'm with because I'm originally from Kentucky. So I have Appalachian roots is what they call it. Yes, one of probably very few Black, especially Appalachian poets. So I represent that as well. Yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I'd love to hear more about that. But the first question I always ask But first, thank you everyone that's here and watching live. You know what I mean? I know you all can be doing
Yes.
anything right now, but you hearing live on Words of Silk Poetry TV Show Season 2. And we're here live with MoPoetry Phillips. And no matter if you're watching from Facebook, Instagram, with the help of Urban Grind TV, they have lended a hand and helping us to stream on their network as well. So we really appreciate them, urbangrindtv.com. And just a host of a lot of people. So thank you all for your support.
Thank
And the first question I want to ask you, MoPoetry, is what I always ask. How did poetry influence you, or how has it changed your life?
It has majorly changed my life. I've been writing since sixth grade. I remember I wrote my first poem, which happens to be in my book too. But I wrote that poem, and my teacher was like, I want to get you published. And even though I didn't do it at such a young age, those words stayed in my mind that it was possible for me to get published. I have a degree in
Excuse me,
English.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. About what age is that? Excuse me. When your
So,
teacher told you that.
yeah, I remember sixth grade. Was that about 11, 12, I think? Yeah, so I
That's
was I
pretty
was quite
amazing.
young. Hmm. Yes.
That's
And my
really
mother
amazing.
still has the original. I won't reveal my age, but I have some numbers in there. but she has the original poem in my handwriting of that, which I was impressed. Like, you kept that all this time. So over 30 years. Yes.
Hey, that's mama. That's mama love.
Yes.
But I'm sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
No, you could. But it has really influenced me. I always wanted that to be my major focus in studies, even though I went into accounting first. But I finally went back and got a degree in English and just kind of still just writing. Wasn't even thinking about being a spoken word artist until about 2.5 years ago. I really just
Mm,
took off, performed in Kentucky, and then I came to Chicago. I had
okay.
to just start running and hitting the mic, and I fell in love. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And where was the first place that you performed at when you were here in Chicago?
Oh, that's Refuge, Refuge Live. Is where
Okay.
I performed. Yes, I met the Prince of
Mm,
Poetry there, and we have had him back here at our show, Regal Rhythms Poetry Slam and feature. So yes, yeah. But I heard
yeah.
you all have so many spots. I could I could stay a
Yeah.
couple weeks and just jump spot to spot. So I'm definitely in and out and want to be back there soon.
Yeah, and you definitely more than welcome back, and I'd love to, meet you in person, and we network, and one day
Yes,
maybe we do some poetry on stage together, whatever the universe
yes,
be free,
yes.
you
That would
know.
be awesome. I enjoyed your piece. I was,
Oh,
I really
thank you
did.
so much. Yeah, that's
Yes.
one of my older pieces, but it never gets old though, the message though.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes. Love that.
definitely. So, I know that you're also known as a very well spoken erotic poet.
You done some homework. Oh, I thought I left that behind me. No, I didn't. No.
Oh,
Yes.
not no more.
You did some digging. No. Um, to laugh because I had to kind of
I'm just
clean up my
saying.
image a little bit. But no, you're
Uh,
right. I was part of Erotica Slam weekend with Mojave and me. He is one of my mentors and dear friends that introduced me to a network of awesome dope poets. So we've traveled around. We've gone to DC, a couple places together. I've a couple different states. But yes, it's a group of us that go and travel and do. And I've also done erotic poetry and wine here in the city.
okay.
But uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to speak about something that was on old
I'm
news.
gonna get you to sign a non-disclosure. Like, no, 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 I'm just kidding. No, everybody knows that's a part of me. My name, Mo Poetry, is because I wanted to do all genres of poetry. I wanted to be more poetry. So I'm always looking to do something different than it's never been done. I've had I've put a limerick in a in a slam piece before. I'll just break out just whatever. So yeah, I love erotic pieces as well.
Okay, well, I think there's nothing wrong with erotic pieces. There's many what I say shades and layers to the black woman, to the queen, to
Yes.
everyone, you know what I mean? And we all have, that sensual side to us, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? So some feel more comfortable speaking about things publicly than others, you know what I mean? And some is
Yes.
just like really, really good at it. You know what I'm saying? They can just got that game, you know what I mean? Some people only good at spitting game, when it's just one on one, not just, when it's live like that. So hey, more power to you.
Yes.
Hey, but it's been a lot of great erotic poets. Whenever I say erotic poet, I always have to shout out the late great Strawberry, Taylor Strawberry. You know what I mean?
Oh,
She's the queen of erotic poetry. She passed a few years ago, unfortunately, but due to cancer. But with that
yeah.
being said, always gotta show love to her. When
Hmm.
any erotic poet steps on this stage of Words of Silk Poetry TV show. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
hey, so tell me this: what led to you to write your book, the autobiography? Talk a
So
little bit about that. Equals greatness.
yes. So when I
That's
was
a
in
topic.
college, I had a chance to do a submission to represent our state. And I wrote my autobiography because I'm a domestic violence survivor. And I really didn't even know how powerful it was at the time that I was selected to represent Kentucky, to go up nationwide. I got the nomination. I didn't get the overall national prize. But after I just kept writing and kept writing. Some people told me, they were like, "You have an AWP nomination? Like, you don't understand. That's major." And I have a lot of poems, and I wanted to be able to just give different flavors, have a little short stories in there, different types of poetry to kind of take you on a journey of my life. So I have the autobiography to start with, and then 70 other poems or short stories involves, because I wanted a complete book, not just a chat book or a smaller poetry book. So it's been doing well. Yes. Thank you. You can get it on
Okay.
Amazon, Kindle,
Yeah,
or you hard copy. You can do that. Definitely support.
yeah, that's beautiful though. I love how you got started and what led to it, but it's the fact that you follow through. Some people don't talk
Yes.
about the follow through. Like we have ideas that come to us, and some of us have the courage to actually pursue and actually do the ideas.
Mhm.
But it's the follow through and following through to complete the mission of the idea. Like what I mean. How long was that process for you when you did to do the book for yourself?
So I was making it much longer because I was saying, "Oh, give me a year, give me 2 years," and I had somebody really pushing me, like, "No." I said 6 months. No, like, you need to get this thing done right now. Go ahead, do it, drop it. You have it. It was just a matter of getting all the poems in order and arranging them, and really feeling good about it. But one thing that you said, especially as African Americans, we have to just not be afraid of our own greatness. Like, we have to just see that whatever we are called to do, we are called to do, and we can do it. And you have to just believe in yourself. I had a lot of people tell me, like, it's only been 2.5 years of me being out here doing this poetry full time. And they were telling me, I'm too old. I'm acting like a starving poet. Just all kind of stuff was said in the beginning. But I had to just put those feelings aside and just get really, really serious about myself and encouraging myself constantly. So if anybody out there can hear me and you have a desire to write, write. And I hear a lot of poets, especially, to say, nobody wants to hear my story. You have a people that need you, not just a person. There's people that need your story. So definitely let it go, let it get out. Yes.
Absolutely. That's right. Let it get out. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
who is anyone to say, how dare them talk
Hmm.
about you too old, you too this? Ain't nobody too nothing. Because again, just like I was saying, it's like many layers to us. you know what I mean, some of those layers, just like it takes a while for some skin to shed. You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? It takes a while for us to break through to be able to do certain things. You know what I mean? It takes 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever the case may be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I have not. I've been in this game for 20 years and I've never written a book yet. I have desires to. I have, I would like to, you know what I'm saying? But I just haven't done it yet. So, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So, much respect to all those authors that have done it and followed through with it. I started many books, but I've never completed them, so that's another goal of mine personally. Maybe I'll finish it by the time I'm 50, who knows? But when that
Yes, call me.
scared,
I'll encourage you through it.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not sweating it though, it happened when it's supposed to, Godspeed.
It
Just keep
is.
working.
It is. Yes.
Keep working.
And you're
So,
constantly writing. So it's part of the book. Every one that you do that you're accumulating is just increasing that book size. Just think of it that way.
yes, absolutely. Um, and what has and I love the fact that it's been despite 2 years, which is still quite a bit of time to be doing anything, but 2 years and you've accomplished a whole lot. You know what I mean? And I wanted to just show flyers that you have upcoming shows because you part of some really big shows, and let's talk about some of these upcoming shows we'll be seeing you at.
Yes. Back to Love movement. Definitely like us on Facebook. I had a desire to do something that another one of my sisters brought to life in such an awesome way. Don Wisdom Crooks is the head of this. What it is a panel that we normally do to attack whatever issue. So every Sunday we have, we've done research and we come and talk about the issues, whether it's deconstructing racism, health, generational wealth, whatever we decide, we just do a lot of homework and have different people come on and talk and represent and take you through all the sides of that topic. And this Embrace the Flame is something that she wanted to do just to kind of as a showcase for the people that are involved in the Back to Love movement, along with a few other special guests that are coming in. But yes, it's awesome, awesome. You will really like the dialogue and to have it, be focused on love. That's what we need to get
Yeah,
back to. Yes.
that's right. We definitely got to get back to love. That's the center of everything. You
Mhm.
know, some choose to fight it. So also hitting the mic, and hitting the mic, Cindy. Is that
Yes.
how you
Hit the
say it?
mic, Cincy.
Cincy,
Yes.
Cincy. Okay,
Hmm.
hit the mic, Cincy. After you talk about that, I love to know where that name come from.
Okay. So this is our open mic, and which is our new host, which also is over the Back to Love movement. Don Wisdom Crooks is the new host for Hit the Mic Cincy. But it was just kind of birthed because Regal Rhythms Poetry has a slam, uh, and then we have a feature. So we really didn't have time to do an open mic. And we were listening to everybody's needs, and they were saying, we want to be able to hit the mic. We want to be able to, share some of these poems and things like that. So we wanted to be a hub for other open mics as well, that we're really just, allow everybody to come in. It's only once a month. That way, hopefully, some of the other open mics don't have open mics and they can come in and join us and just have a good time. That's what we're all about. And you said that name, Hit the Mic Cincy.
Right.
It just was birthed out of my vision as far as for a lot of people, it's not going to start their career. The main things that they need to do is not going to start until you hit the mic. You have to step out there and, you know, you can't just be a page poet. Things seem to accelerate soon as you get that mic in your hand. So I wanted to teach others how valuable that is. We really foster the growth of young poets, especially that are hitting the mic for the first time. So it's just representing that.
Okay, I love that. That's very, very clever. Very clever. I like that thing.
Yes,
Now
thank you.
earlier I had made a mistake in the interview. and you were actually speaking about part of your culture, your background, when you're part of the Appalachian, hold on, say this right,
Appalachian. Yes.
Appalachian. I'm gonna learn
Mhm.
today. The Urban Appalachian Community Coalition. Yes.
It's different for people that don't know. So that's like Tennessee, Kentucky. I think little parts of Virginia might be considered Appalachian. I'm not sure, but I'm from Kentucky. This was birthed from Pauletta Hansel, who was our first poet laureate of Cincinnati. And it was just a good organization. She found out that I was from Kentucky and approached me about it and saying, "Hey, we'd like for you to come on and represent." You're basically cataloged as an Appalachian poet, um,
Mm.
along with the team, and then they keep track of what we're doing and get involved with their events as well. So it's been good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good when you have more support, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
From anywhere and anyone, you know what I mean? All good positive support is good support, you know what I mean? People got your back.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now tell me a little bit about this. Growing up, are you originally from Cincinnati?
No, I'm from Middlesboro, Kentucky, but I can't. I've been here ever since I was 6 months old, so I rep Cincinnati more than
Right.
anything. But
And I know
yes,
I'm sorry, you just mentioned Kentucky when you was talking about
hmm,
that. Right.
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
so what was it like? Was you like in a lot of like any poetry groups in high school growing up or anything like that? Or you know, um, where did this
No,
all come from for you to be able to say 2 years ago that I'm going to do this? Like I'm just saying, like you was never doing poetry at some other time in your life, and it just took off now. Or
no. So in high school, I was actually a sports editor of the newspaper, so I was doing more of that type work. I really didn't. I don't know if we had a poetry group or not, and I was in drama, uh, things like that. But I had been writing, but it was just all secretive. Not too many people had read it. I would put stuff in the drawer. It actually said editor's copy because I knew that, and you have to write that vision and make it plain. You have to
mm,
speak that thing into existence. So I had this big folder that said editor. We're talking about for 20 some years of
right,
just stuffing it in and stuffing it in. But it was a breakup
mm,
that I had a couple of years ago that really pushed me because I felt like I used to always say my biggest gift is supporting somebody else,
mm,
supporting their vision and, being that woman. And after the breakup, I really started focusing on myself, what it was that I need to be out here doing, and realizing that, I have gifts and aspirations as well. And I had to fulfill that, and then relationships will come. So that's how it came about.
okay, okay, yeah, turn your pain to champagne. I hear you.
Hmm. Yes.
Take a sip. You have
Yes.
some really beautiful pictures and stuff I wanted to share with my
Oh,
audience today too. You know
thank
what I
you.
mean? Just a couple of
Thank you.
things that I handpicked when I was stalking your page. So let's see what I got.
You do your homework.
So this
Ah.
nice picture.
Yes, that's why you know about the erotic poetry. You went down in the pictures. Okay, yes, that's from a
Are you
show.
okay? Yeah, I searched all my guests. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta see who you
Yes.
want, where everyone is. Yeah, this is another nice
Oh,
picture.
thank you. That is
Um,
Lando. He's very well known around here as a promoter, show promoter.
okay,
So we were
okay, no doubt.
networking.
This I got like a
Yeah.
family feel from this. I don't know. Is this like some family?
Yeah. So there is behind me is Tamar. She's part of the Ovations Entertainment family, which is who actually birthed Regal Rhythms. But this particular show, as a matter of fact, is why Regal Rhythms is in existence because
Mm,
Ovations was all comedians, and this is Sweaty Hands Day. Many people know him, BT, different things that he's been on. But so I was the only poet on a lineup full of comedians. And then the owner, Hayward, he was like, you know what? I'm thinking about going into poetry. How about we sit down and brainstorm and see how we can have a poetry group here? So
Mm.
Regal Rhythms was birthed out of that. That's why I'm considered co-founder, because he is co-founder as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I love it.
Yes. I feel
Okay.
like you're gonna pull up baby pictures or something.
Not today. Not today.
Okay. That's
This is nice. This is. Oh yeah. Oh, you not talking about these days? I'll skip this. How about this one?
yes, that's Ovation's family. That is
Yeah.
Hey Jay in the middle, and then Maya GBD, which is my co-host for Regal Rhythms. Yes,
Yeah.
we're
Y'all look like
Ovations.
y'all having so much fun. I had to pick this picture.
We do. We have fun. Yes.
I love it.
Oh,
The picture of you on stage.
yes. That's me at I was doing a commission piece for my friend's book release, Loyalties. So shout out. And as a matter of fact, he is one of my poetry coaches and friends. So Ronald C. Williams, thank you, thank you, thank you. You said I could do it. So I was doing a favor for him and doing a commission piece for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Here's a nice action photo.
Yeah, me singing. I was in the
Okay.
slam and I decided to sing and do poetry a little bit.
Absolutely. Now, tell me this. Are we gonna be blessed with a little bit of your singing with poetry later too?
Oh, okay. All
Can we get the
right, we
song
can work
first,
that
the
out.
poster,
We can work that out.
get a little
Yes.
harmonizing going on too?
Hmm. Yes.
Hold on, I got something else. I got another picture. Yeah, here it go.
Yes. That's GBD. Golden brown and delicious is her
Golden
stage
brown
name.
and
She is hilarious.
delicious.
Sister in
Now, tell me
poetry.
about um radio recluse. What is that? Tell me a little bit
Ah,
about that name. What does that mean to
yeah.
you? Radio recluse.
So uh, I shy away from the radio. So many of my friends, and it's weird, they're all like radio hosts. So I get a lot of questions like, "Hey, when you gonna be on my show? When you gonna do something?" And I'm like, I don't like radio. I
Right.
like this field better. This is awesome. When I'm doing it just by the phone and I can't see somebody and interact, that's annoying to me. Like I need to
Yeah.
feed off of somebody's energy in the room. So that's why I kind of just shy away from doing radio. But I like this live feel.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, it took me a while actually to get comfortable. Like, you know, they have a lot of poetry shows where you call in and you do your poetry online. But in the beginning, I didn't really feel comfortable because I was like, I need to see. I want to see who's watching me, like see who's listening to me. But you know, when you just close your eyes, visualize, that old school trick thing. You know what I mean? You be all right, and just
Ah,
you just gotta
no.
embrace it. Just embrace it.
I'm
Because
trying.
you don't want to miss some opportunities. There's so much radio out there. Radio is
Mhm.
everywhere. You know what
You're
I'm
right.
saying? It's radio than it is TV.
You're right. When I first came out, I was on Miss T is Queen. And before the interview even dropped, I was getting like 100 requests a day. I'm like, what did you post about me? What did you say? Like, this is too much. I can't believe my pages are filling up like this. I don't understand. But yeah, so I know radio is definitely hot.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes.
Well, it's that time of the show that I know that myself and my audience has really been anxious for. You know what I mean? It's been so many hot and great, talented, you know what I mean, poets come through here, and man, you know what I mean. We kicked off the virtual seasoned with mannerism. You know what I mean? Kicked off with mannerism. And, our last, and we've had Mendushka on here. We've had Jamie the artiste. You know what I mean? Don't let me start naming everybody. But yeah, we've had some
Wow.
great artists on here, and I'm just looking forward to you know, it's your turn.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually, you know what I mean? I'll actually pass you the mic. And how I'm gonna pass you the mic is I have this little 5 second, 6 second video that I'm gonna play, and during that time, I'm gonna turn my camera off. And when it comes back on, the stage is all yours. Do your thing, you know what I mean?
All
It's
right.
all yours. MoPoetry. Give us some
Thank you.
MoPoetry.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but we gonna talk afterwards.
Okay.
All right. So hey, you all better sit at the edge of your seats because I'm trying to tell you, MoPoetry is about to rip the stage. This is what she do. I heard it before, now you about to hear it too. Here we go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, lay proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? And such is the parody, the land of the free and the home of the brave. I don't want to be Black. Those are the words my 10-year-old son told me with tears in his eyes. He's tired of being viewed as a threat. 5'1", 130 pounds, broad shoulders, easily mistaken as a man who is Black, another Black man who could easily be shot in the back, seen as having a weapon even though he is empty-handed, seen as resisting arrest because he doesn't understand why he's arrested, seen as obstructing when what is obstructed is his liberty, not wanting to be Black because there's too many things that he's taught not to be, not wanting to be Black, even though his Black role models are hardworking, educated, examples of who to be, not wanting to be Black. Because even today, it's hard to be Black and feel free. Warned that when in the presence of the police, don't move, don't turn, never run, don't grab or hold on to anything that they can say is a gun. Warned, son, please watch who you hang with. What is seen is not always what is perceived. Warned over and over, so I won't be the next Black mother left to grieve. Told never to become irate, even if he's falsely blamed or accused, that hands up, don't shoot really means don't move. Because I was in fear for my life is the excuse they'll use. And even when there's evidence that's not the case, justice is still most of the time refused. That's that piece.
Yes.
Thank you.
Greatness. Congratulations. Yeah, that was really excellent. I really appreciate that. And I know all the audience around the world did too, all the way in Africa. You know, we got people watching. And man,
Wow.
that's yeah,
Yes.
that was really extraordinary. And what made it even more extraordinary, what they don't know is you took a quick sip of your drink right before you sang, and you didn't miss a beat though. You didn't stutter. You didn't I don't even know how you did that. I was actually about to go here before I could press the button again. Like, oh, maybe I need to press the button and give her a little more time. So, but you went on and started singing, girl, and you hit those notes right on time. Like, man, really good, very good. And the poem was excellent though.
Thank you so much.
You know, anytime, you know, speaking about what you just spoke about with the violence and police brutality and, you know, us black men being shot down and, man, just, you know, that was real powerful. Like, you know, when you said, if I may, I ain't trying to misplace your words, but, you know, right at the end where, you know, just, you know, where when they say freeze, you know, does it really mean don't move or something like that? I mean, we say don't shoot, it means don't move.
Don't move. Yes.
Right.
Yes. And even then, it's still, we've seen it over and over again, you know, even when we're not moving, even if we're not resisting or whatever, things still happen. And unfortunately, many lives have been lost because of that. So that actually came out of true story. My son, we were going through some things, and I was telling him to be careful because he wanted to assist these little white girls, pushing them on their bike because they were kind of stuck up on the hill, but the parents were too far behind. And I was thinking in my mind, like, no, they're not going to understand why you're walking up to their child. They're not going to think like, oh, they're stuck and you just pushing them, because he is big for his age. And I stopped him and I was like, wait a minute, don't do that. And he said, I don't want to be black, you know, instantly. And I said, wow, those words just really stuck with me. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it. It is a
remarkable
hardship.
At the same time. Yeah. That's remarkable.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much for you know, blessing the mic and you know, ripping the mic, setting it aflame for the next person. You know what I mean? Man, y'all have to have some hot gloves on next time y'all touch the mic, whoever the next poet gonna be. She set it on fire. I'm trying to tell you, MoPoetry.
Thank you. You put me on the spot. I was not gonna sing. But thank you for pushing me. I appreciate that.
Excellent though, man. You Black excellence. That's what it's all about. You know, it's how we show up, you know, show out. That's what we do. I knew you would. You a professional. That's what you do. Sometimes, you know, we just gotta be pushed to just remind us that we can. But actually, so how I close my show is I close with my sponsors. And so, you know, you're welcome to stay around as I shout out my sponsors, whatever like that. But I do want to say this. I want to tell you so much. I'm so grateful to have you as another guest on Poetry. Hold on, what's the name of my show? Words of Silk Poetry. Mike. This is a long day.
No, awesome interviewer. Thank you. And I appreciate the opportunity as well.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it. And again, you know, one last time, can you tell them again how they can purchase your book, Equals Greatness?
Yes. So just go on Amazon and you can purchase either the book or the Kindle. Also, I will post on my page those direct links too. So if you venture over to my artist page, MoPoetry Phillips behind the mic, you'll find all that information with one click. So thank you, and I appreciate everybody's support. It is a good book for anybody 16 and over, is what I normally say, because it is a story of a lot of things, but it's it was necessary. So you'll enjoy
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. We all deserve to tell our story.
Hmm.
I really believe that. And so,
Yeah.
again, this was brought to you by myself, Isaidit Management, and International and Landmark International Broadcasting Network brings you Words of Silk Poetry TV show. And again, this is season 2, actually, and this is episode 7. And
Wow.
it's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Hey, June. We here already? That's crazy. It's June.
Yes.
Man, so let me see. I have a few sponsors. So first, I want to shout out my brand ambassador of I Said It Management, and that's LJ Wicks. And you can
Wow.
find LJ in the Netherlands. She's located actually in Western Europe. But as you can see,
Hmm.
she's actually the first Dutch female MC. She's the first female Asian MC in hip hop. And she's the first lady of ultramagnetic MCs representing the Bronx. And she's just an awesome individual. She still got bars, so don't be trying to test her like she don't got bars. Female rappers out there, y'all need to collaborate with her. Reach out to her. You know what I'm saying? She'll collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Man, she's very talented. She's been doing this since 1982. So
Hmm.
shout out to LJ. I want to
Yeah.
shout out actually streetscienceradio.com. They located in Bloomington, Illinois, and he just really been giving people a lot of opportunities to be on the radio and artists an opportunity to be paid and compensated for their pockets without even having to perform, just based on popularity and votes and things of that nature.
Hmm.
So shout out to streetscienceradio.com. They just came back from Vegas. I'm glad they made it back safe. I also want to shout out Andy the Barber Doll. And that's andythebarberdoll.com. And she's a beauty influencer, and she's located here in Chicago, Illinois. And she's just really been helping people with their self-esteem, and she can help beautify anyone or help them, with any type of facials, you know, anything like waxing, all that hair removal, all that stuff. You know what I mean? She does it all. And so, shout out to Andy. Shout out to Dolores Green as well, and she's with the AC Green Hair Project actually, and just helping people to be able to get paid off of this hair that's been sold at millions and millions and made millions and trillions of
Hmm.
dollars. Now we can be a part of this actually more poetry. So you can contact my friend Dolores Green and she can help you out. The number is 708-595-0016, and you can visit herobossbiz.com.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's all make this money. Shout out to Gina Hills down there in Memphis, holding it down, and she's part of the XOD network. She's a celebrity host as well, and she does a lot of great interviews, and she just does a lot of big things in TV, and she's also with TV One now, so that's really great. So shout out to her being one of my media partners. Shout out to my friend Elise Boswell over at Just Me Magazine. And actually, I always have to shout out the brother in the top, Tony Terry, because he was featured on my other show that I do, Celebrity Interview. I said at the show. You can find that interview on my YouTube at I Said It Management. So, but shout out to Elise Boswell again. She has a great magazine, been in business for going on 10 years now, black owned, black operated, and she's been giving a lot of people just chances to be seen and highlighted. Much respect. Also, I want to shout out Urban Grind TV, and I mentioned them earlier because they're helping us stream this today. So never forget that to visit their website and you contact them toll free at 1-888-380-1913. And they have a host of different services that they offer. and they do commercials and can do your music video for you. So reach out. Appreciate you, Wally. Much love. Also, I want to shout out. Let me see, Lenice Alex Spa, and that's LYNESI AlexSpa.com. And she has a spa located out there in Plainfield, Illinois, actually. And again, she can cater to all you girls, females' needs, along with men as well. You know what I mean? So visit her spa and check her out. You know what I mean? And make sure y'all tell everybody that I mentioned that I said it, since you might get a discount. I ain't making no promises, but you might get a discount. Hey, but it's worth a try. Just go ahead and say I said it, since you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
So shout out to Sophia. Also, real quick, I want to shout out my new sponsor, and that's lilybee.com. And she has clothing, and she's also an author, and she's written a really good book herself. And definitely want to visit her website, lilybee.com, and you'll find out a lot more, and you'll be hearing a lot more from her, because I'll be having an interview with her coming up soon. So just stay tuned on my other show. And then let me see real quick. And then I have to shout out the show that I sponsor, which is the Afternoon Kickback on My Radio Chicago, hosted by She Bananas and telling me. I'm telling y'all, she is bananas. So shout out to Shakita. And I'm actually been blessed, what I'm saying? She hooking, me, we working together. And Young Ma is gonna be in town, and I'll be have the opportunity to work alongside She Bananas, and I'll be doing an interview with young Ma. You know what I mean? Y'all already know this girl got
Mm.
mad lyrics. She got hot songs on the radio, been hot.
Yeah.
So look forward to interviewing Young Ma. And, kicking it again with my friend She Bananas from Afternoon Kickback on My Radio Chicago. Appreciate y'all. And then let me see where we at. Where we at? So actually, this is my next interview. This next time I'll be going live. It's actually tomorrow, June 2nd, 11 a.m. right here with my friend Brenda Taylor Ritchie. And she's actually a legendary recording artist when it comes to R&B, soul, blues, singer. She's actually a musician, and she's a female MC herself. And let's not forget, she is the daughter of the legendary Eddie Taylor, who's a blues legend. And as you see in the flyer, he's actually was inducted to the Blues Hall of Fame, rock and roll, Blues Hall of Fame. So that's really dope.
Yeah.
That's only for a selected few. So, that's just really cool. And so, again, we were hearing live on another episode of Words of Silk Poetry TV show, season 2, episode 7, with now my new friend MoPoetry, Phillips. And I want you to know you have my support right here at ISaidItTV.com. I want to wish you the best toward all your future endeavors, everything you're doing, toward your next book. You know what I mean? Just everything. I'm really proud of you. And just keep going. You know what I mean? 2 years next time you look, it's gonna be 20 years. So it's gonna be,
Yes.
just keep going. That's how it is.
And definitely look us up if you want to come in town for Hit the Mic Cincy on July 16th. That'll be our first in person since this pandemic. And also, yes. And then we have Hood Rays, one of your own, is coming to feature for Regal Rhythms Poetry Slam and feature. So on the 17th, that's Saturday of July. So make sure you can go to Eventbrite and get those tickets, or just Cash App me at Cash App Regal Rhythms. And we would love to have you here. It's not that far. I drive all the time. So you would really enjoy it.
How long will it be in Ohio from Chicago?
I want to say it's 4 hours, but there is that time difference. So we have a bit of a time difference too. We're on Eastern Standard Time. So that helps going, but kind of hurts coming back. Yes.
But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Make it way to Cincinnati.
Yes. Yes.
So be it. This has been, just said, can't ignore a good invite. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Thank
Yeah, and
you so
shout
much.
out to the brother Hood Race. He was actually on season 1 of this show, so you can all can see his interview on my YouTube. I Said It Management, and make sure you all subscribe too, please. And
Yes.
yeah, again, just thank you so much, Queen, for being on here. Salute to
Thank
you.
you.
Be
Thank
safe out
you,
there,
King.
and yeah, much love.
Much love.
Yeah,
Take
keep in touch.
care. And thank
You
you,
too. Enjoy the
everyone, for
rest of your day.
listening. Yes.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
so much.
you. Okay. Take care.
All right, you too. Peace.
Peace.